Hi, this is iYikkam time again. So after I released the YouTube on Tan Bong for K, I received many messages from our friend asking me to share more on K so everybody be able to understand what it is more clearly and be able to practice it. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you more on K and share with you more on the background of K and so forth. Okay, so hopefully everybody have the information here on. And if you notice that in the title of my YouTube, now it is iYikkam Os10. Okay, now I purposely changed it to Os10 because it is like an operating system. We Wing Chunner can upgrade it or update it as we like it. Okay, so before it is Os9 and then it's 6.13.3s and now it is the Os10. So hopefully we getting more and more clear and more simple, and everybody can upgrade to have the same informations, and we all boost the standard or the level of Wing Chun. Okay, so if anyone want to see the new quote-unquote operating system 10, just look at my YouTube here under the Os10. Okay, so you can upgrade with the Os10 if you like it. Now, this video is a continuity of the last video, which is the Tan Bong Fo K video. So please watch that video before watch this one, okay? Because there's a lot of information there. And first of all, since I'm going to share technical stuff, and as you all know that in the previous YouTube, since Wing Chun is a Buddhist martial arts, there are three basic code of moral, okay, code of conduct. Number one is one train and keep improving one skill every day, so that one have a healthy body, a balanced mind, and one skill in martial art in Wing Chun is progressing every day. Number two code is that follow the compassionate. This, no matter how good one skill, the skill is for self-defense and not for bullying others, or not for go gong sao with others, just to boost one's ego that one is the best fighter and so forth. Okay, and in the ancient time, people do that in the Buddhist temple, will be get kicked out and sent to the official, because the Buddhist teaching just don't want to deal with people like that. Okay. Now, now the third one is one do not bully others, and one be kind and warm, and take good care of one's parents. Okay, so this is the three moral conduct in the past when people study Buddhist martial arts. Okay, in the past. So I think it's very good that we know it today, and since it is a good practice, I bring it up here. And since Wing Chun is a martial art, meaning that it is a fighting art, so we need to have certain code. Okay, otherwise we're gonna mess up the society. Okay, like most Hong Kong movie this day is actually provoking violence. Okay, Look at the Hong Kong movie since 70s until today. It is like, okay, you beat me and I'm going to train better with some monk teaching me and I'm going to come back and beat you. Well, that is the mentality of bullying, okay? Revenge and bullying. That's not what the Buddha's teaching in the past. Buddhist teaching is compassionate and forgive, okay? Now, remember we talked about the second quote is that one do not go boosting one ego, try to prove one is the best fighter, go gong sao, beat up people and so forth, like feeling good, like in the movie, in the Chinese Hong Kong movie, like you go beat up somebody, a hero. Those are not acceptable for the Buddhist art. However, we need to watch out, okay? And this is what we all need to know. It is okay under a friendly situations or conditions to experiment on one's art. So it's like, for example, today's sport, under rules that one tests out the art. And in fact, if you read the Qi Guang's book, the General Qi Guang's book of 1560s, at the last part it will say that one need to test out the art. If one don't test out the art, how can one know? How does it work? However, that is not about win or lose. It is about to check how is the techniques works or doesn't work, so that one can improve. So it's like today's sport, okay? And for example, the MMA and so forth, as soon as there's a rule and there's not hurting people, not causing other people to die or whatever, get seriously injured just because of one ego, this is friendly stuff. The ancient Chinese actually go for that because a fighting art is a fighting art. Fighting art need to be verified, both theoretical and practical. Okay. So I hope that I leave this with you, this part with you, okay, so that you can see a balance point that it is Wing Chun is not promoting violence and beating other people or bullying other people or keeping saying that. Not talk with mouth, talk with the hand. Okay, that is not what Wing Chun is teaching. That is not what the ancient Buddhist art is supposed to be. Okay, and a lot of Hong Kong movie is actually damaging. Okay, it is not teaching people in the proper directions, and we don't want that. Why do we want to learn something and screw it ourselves? Okay. And the three moral code, I bring it up here is because it's been thousands of years people practice that way and one get a good life for it. Okay, one can be a general, okay, one can be a champion. However, one is not getting into this ego boosting and damaging other people and just doing all kind of things which is damaging the society. Okay. One can be good in Kung Fu and live a good life, making a lot of money, or be some kind of general. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? But one don't bully people, one don't use the art, misuse it. Okay? So, okay. That is what I like to tell you, share with you first, because otherwise, what is the point for me to sharing with you that you guys go using this thing to damage other people? Then I have the responsibility for that. If I share things that you guys go screw up other people, and in fact, if you screw up people, you're gonna screw up yourself too. So what's the point? I hope that everybody have very advanced Wing Chun, but there's no need to screw other people and screw ourselves. Okay? Now, many people ask me about the Kei Zhang. Okay, the Kei Zhang. And some say, oh yeah, I know this is the high folk sao and so forth. Well, I want to give you a full explanation here. So here on all things clear. Okay? Now, number one, Tan, Fork, K, Bomb. These are 4 basic tools to cover our body. Okay, so it's Tan, Fork, K, Bomb. 4 tools to cover our body, cover the range or the area of body naturally. Okay. So, if you remember what I present in the first part of the Tan, Bomb, Fork, K video, one of the quick saying, 封闭顺来法. 封 means seal. 闭 means shut off. Okay. 顺来法 means according to the incoming momentum. Okay. So what is this seal and shut down, or shut or seal? Okay, mean 封 seal. Okay, Chinese 封 seal is to seal off the opponent so he cannot execute. Okay, so you seal him off so that he cannot execute. You take his space, you actually jam his mechanics, those kind of stuff. You seal him off. Okay. B, shut. Okay. Shut is like shutting our door, because we shut our door so they cannot come in. So in other words, that we guard ourselves. Okay. So it's meaning that you seal off other people and you actually guard yourself according to the momentum at that time. And who knows what the momentum will be at that time? Nobody can predict that. That's why it also said, okay, 用中无形. In application, there's no fixed techniques, fixed posture, fixed anything, because it is based on that, okay, incoming momentum and the situations. Okay, now this is very important. This is actually further explain our Lai Lao Hui Song also. Okay, Lai Lao Hui Song, if you explain with that and we explain with receive and close in, then we can see what is this Lai Lao Hui Song. So Lai Lao Hui Song, that's our Jie Chong. You need to explain in more detail of receive, close in. Okay, receive, close in, and then seal and guard according to the momentum. Okay, if you have this quick together, then you can see the full picture of Wing Chun. It is a dynamic style. It doesn't stay or fix in any kinds of shape. Okay, it is a flow. That's why this is called as a flow. Okay, this is how you implement the flow. And so hope that you're clear with that. And finally, Feng Bi, seal. So if you want to say, well, why is it seal? Why is it shut down? Okay, so seal is like if the opponent, 2 hands, we call it as a 2-door. If you read my book, the basic Wing Chun Queen, beginning Wing Chun Queen. So you have 2 doors, the front door, the back door, the door. So you seal off his door. You seal his door so he cannot come out. Okay, so meaning that you actually jam him, okay, or you just put in the position that he cannot execute what he like to execute. That's sealing. Shut. Okay, B. Okay, so there's Feng and this is B. B meaning shut, meaning I shut. I use my door so that I close it down, I shut it down so that you cannot come in. Okay, you cannot get into my core. Okay, I can move away, those kind of stuff. Also, it belongs to the shut. Okay. So remember this. Feng is seal him off. B is close ourselves or guard ourselves. Okay, this is very important. Okay. Now, the 4 tools, 攤 服 bong, K, is the basic tools which cover the body for that, to implement this, okay? Implement what we just said. Now, so the concrete say, 摊服 静中长, meaning that the 摊勺, okay, the 摊 function, a 摊 movement, 摊 and 服 is waiting there always. 静中长, even though if you translate it directly, it means that it store in the or hide in the silence. Okay, so 摊服 静中长, if you Google it, it said the 摊 and 服 actually store in the quiet or silence. So what it means? It means that 摊 and 服 is always there waiting to be executed. Okay, it's ready at any moment. 摊 and 服. Okay, now the concrete said 傍手留下防 okay, 旁走留下防 wing elbow visit from under the floor. Okay, wing elbow visit from under the floor. This is an iYikkam concrete. If you look at the iYikkam concrete in my books, you can see that. Okay, this is what it means. So bong is visited under the floor. This is the actually guarding, sealing off this part of your body, floor part. Okay? K 齐肘腹胸膛, okay? K 张 or this K, okay? K elbow, K, okay, or erect elbow is guarding, protecting my heart area. You see my heart area here? Okay? So 齐肘腹胸膛, okay, in Chinese, okay, 绑肘留下防, 摊服静中长. That is the concrete of the from the iYikkam 修炼陶 quick. Okay, now we need to watch out here. Those 4 techniques is not just a movement. Okay, every one of that have this function. The first function is be able to receive. Okay. The second is guard. The third is tracking. The fourth is to play with the force flow, which is neutralizations of force flow or injection of force flow. So you got it? So say a 摊勺. When the 摊勺is the 摊 function is there, it look this way, but it might be the 4 thing. It might be you just track him using the 摊勺 or this movement, or you are receiving him. If he's touching, you're receiving him. Or you are guarding yourself. So it's a guarding tools. Or actually you are neutralize his force flow, or you inject force flow into him. So 摊 itself, okay, 摊, the techniques 摊 can be a tools of guard ourselves, a tool of receiving, a tool of tracking, a tool of play with the force flow, which is inject force flow into his body or his limbs or the target, or neutralize the force flow come in. So it is 4 tools. Even though the arm is like that, there is 4 tools. And this is where Wing Chun get into advance, or get into, as we say, 修炼陶, the mastering of the small, is because when people put a hand out here, it can be any of these 4 tools. So receiving meaning that no, I touch him, the arm is touching already, so I receive. Okay? Guarding meaning it could be I'm touching, it is contact or no contact. So receive is, of course, there's a contact and receiving. Guarding meaning that I might already contact or might not contact yet for guarding. Remember to shut yourself off, okay, so that he cannot come in. Okay, guarding. Tracking. Tracking can be contact or non-contact. Contact meaning that you just sense him. That is the tracking. And also, tracking might not need to be contact. Okay? And then the play of force flow, which is neutralize or inject force flow, that of course, you need to touch in order to do that. Okay? So a tensile, you need to know what is that tools you are using. The tensile tool, the tensile tools, the tensile posture used as the receiving tools, used as the guarding tools, the tracking tools, or the force flow or the action-reaction force play tools. So all of those 4, turn, fork, K, bong, have this can be this 4 function can be so it can be look like it is have these 4 tools there, even though they explicitly look the same, but is it for guarding? Is it for receiving? Is it for tracking? Is it for forceful play? Okay. So that's why we need to know the mechanics, the technique itself. So what is it? Okay. So okay. So say bong sao like this, bong zhang. Okay. No, we can call it bong sao or bong zhang. Okay. Wing elbow or wing hand. Okay. Or wing. Okay. Or bong. Okay. Or simply bong. Right. This bong. What is it? Is it for guard? Is it for tracking? Is it for receiving? Is it for playing with the force flow? This has to be determined from the momentum. That's why it said, right? Seal off and close, shut down and seal off according to the momentum. That is where the life of Wing Chun come in. It's not like, oh yeah, bong, I have to bong this way. No. Why should I? I can just track it if I want. I don't have to, if the force is going away, I just track it. Okay? I don't even have to receive. So you can have a lot of play, okay? So I hope that you see that. Same with this Keijang. Okay? But only Keijang you see in the top half there. This bong is down there. And this hand fork is like kind of horizontal. If you see there's a cross here, hand fork is a cross. And then K and bong, it make up. So it's like X sign there. It's cover your body. Okay? And of course, the guarding position is this. It is protecting the body. It needs to be like that because this is a sticking body short strike. One need to move in. One need to move in. So because one need to move in, the body need to be guard. Okay? Thing can come out from different places. Okay? So the guard is there and you have an X tools there. Okay? So this is the basic idea. For advanced, of course, every part of the body they can do this action-reaction force play, but we stick with the basic. Hopefully that you see that the frame of it. Okay, so it is a protection here, and then the X here, the basic X here. Okay, now The arm is not going to go high. You know, people ask me, so you know, K Zhang here, will it go, you know, view how high? No, it's rather to sink, to get into your head come into the body instead of you put your arm like out there, okay? Because you arm out there, you open up your body, and when you go close like this, you don't want to go up there. You get shot right away. Or when you want to come in, you go up there, get shot right away. Okay. So people constantly asking me, oh yeah. So what if you use the high views or everything? Wing Chun is not that. Those kind of stuff. Wing Chun is practically you need to protect your body. Okay. Because the name of the game is you don't cover it, you get hit. Okay. Expect that. Okay. Now. And in the past 160 years, they have issue with all this Wing Chun terminology. Okay. So today, only today people told me, oh yeah, I know. K Zhang is actually K Zhang. K is erect. Zhang is the elbow. So sometimes we call it K or K Zhang. Okay, K or K Zhang. Bong or Bong Zhang. Okay, Zhang is elbow, Bong or Bong Zhang, same thing. K or K Zhang, same thing. Okay, so people say, oh yeah, you know, K is the higher Phục Sao. Higher Phục Sao. I say, what the heck are you talking about? Okay, so stop creating all kinds of stuff. Okay, today I want to clear this thing with you. Okay. Phục means cover. Cover. So watch out for this. Phục is cover. Okay, cover. Like you cover. In the iYikkam lineage, it's called Kam. It's cover. Like something like this, you cover. Cover. Okay? Phục is cover. Okay? Like you put the cloth on the top, covering. Okay? With the palm down, cover. Okay? It's Phục. This arm is called Gong. This is like an elbow. You see this joint here? This is a Gong. This is not Phục. Okay? This is for, okay, for issuing force flow and whole bunch of stuff, but this is not Phục. This is, it cannot be like that. If like that, if it's like that, this joint is already stuck, parking itself here, okay, holding itself. No, Gong is like this, so you can fall, okay, and it can turn into fish and so forth, okay. So this is Gong Sao. This is Gong, like in the Xiulin Tao. It's not Phục Sao, it's Gong Sao, okay. This is Gong, this is Phục, okay. This is Phục, this is Phục. This Phục is a press down. In Chinese, this is subdue, okay, Phục, subdue. So one need to understand, you know, even though Phục, cover, and Phục sound very similar, but one is cover, one is press down. So this Phục and Phục has to be careful. This pushing out or moving out, this is Gong Sao. This is not Phục Sao. Okay? This is Gong because this is like a bow, like the arrow and bow. Okay? So watch out for this. Okay? We need to define it now. Okay? Now, when you put your hand, your arm this high, okay? God knows what it is, okay? So don't call this high Phục Sao. What the heck is that high Phục Sao? This is Gong Sao. This is Phục Sao. This is Phục Sao. So which is which? If this is not clear, then you got a problem. Also, we just said just now, K Zhang can be for guarding. K can be for receiving, can be for tracking, can be for the action and reaction force play or the force flow play. Okay, so force flow play and action reaction force play is the same. You look at people who do chi sao, pushing out like that. How is that? Same with K? So we need to be clear with this. Okay. If this cannot be clear, all this is all mechanic. This all can be expressed by physics today. Okay. We need to be able to clearly know what type of physics, what kind of mechanics there. Okay. Now there's 4. Tan sao. Tan is in this level. This is tan sao. Okay. Tan. See, fok sao cover with this palm down. Tan sao is actually covered with the palm up. But covering with the palm up. Okay, there's tan. Okay. This one is not tan sao. This is called cao sao. So if you see this in really general, this fok tan is in this line. This if you call this horizontal line. Okay. Cao sao is this. It's a 45 or there's an angle up there. So this is cao sao, this is tan sao. Different stuff. You don't call this is tan sao, this is high tan sao. What are you talking about? It has to be able to describe clearly with physics. You can say, cannot call this is tan, everything, the whole world is tan, but what are you talking about? Okay? So that is the tan and the fok. We need to get this clear. Okay? And Wing Chun is Sao Lao Zhong, hands stay in the middle. That's why I explained to you this is an X, this is a cross here. We stay here. We got the body. Okay, so we don't move too far away. So got our body. Okay, don't go like that. Okay. Otherwise, it's not called Sao Lao Zhong. Arm stay in the middle. Okay, in the middle. So hopefully you can see this Tan Bong Fok K. So this is clear. Okay. Now, in the past, when the education is not that popular, we said Wing Chun have Tan Bong Fok. Because at the time, education is not popular. Okay? We don't explain about this, what do you call it? The receiving and all kind of stuff. Because education is not popular, everybody don't have that level of education. Today, almost everybody graduate high school. So we know, okay? So we need to be clear with this. Another thing I like to talk about, Pak Sao. Pak Sao. So this is, where we say this is Fok Sao. This is Fok Sao, power. Okay, power, this is Fok Sao. This is not Pak Sao. So Pak Sao is this. Fok Sao is this. So what is Pak Sao? Pak Sao is to strike the joints. For what? For sealing of his force flow or his mechanics. That's Pak Sao. It is different than the Fok Sao where you're using for tracking or receiving or guarding or play with force flow. You see? So don't do Pak Da. No, why are you want to Pak Da? I can just track him. Why do I have to Pak him? If it's not in my range. See, we are Wing Chun is Sao Lao Zhong. Okay? Hand in the center. As soon as I'm not in his range, why should I go Pak him? I just go slide in and strike him. Okay? So, Fok Da, Pak Da, all these are different stuff. Okay. Now, I hope that this is made clear with you. Okay, so do not just say, oh, I learned this technique, this is Wing Chun. Now we need to get the Os10 in my language. Okay, everybody know this Wing Chun education. Okay, what is folk, what is part, what is all this thing. Okay, now I see many times in YouTube that people saying, oh, so what is Wing Chun? Okay, Wing Chun is just nonsense, blah blah blah. Okay, so again, last time in the last video I explained to you what's Wing Chun. Today I'm going to show you again. So Wing Chun's art is to get to this range, shoot in to go to close to this range, and then you finish up or you handle the opponent in this range. So this range, fighting in this range, is the specialty or the uniqueness or the expertise of Wing Chun. Wing Chun is not the long fist, and Wing Chun is not the ground takedown, groundwork type of art. Okay? Now, every art is good. And Wing Chun need to special here in the clinch range. Okay? So, the guy with the long fist will strike or KO people in their range. The guy who wants to take down will KO people, say, in the ground range. Okay, on the ground. And Wing Chun will finish up the opponent in this clinch range because this is the expertise. The reason I say so is so that we have an identity for Wing Chun. It's like a product. We need an identity. We cannot be everything. Is that good to learn long fist and close sticking body short strike and then ground takedown? Sure, you can learn everything. But Wing Chun is specialized on sticking body short strike in this range. So we need to ask our questions. Question ourselves. We call ourselves Wing Chun man. We call ourselves Wing Chunner. Are we really good in, or special in this range, close body, short strike, my son to in time? We need to really look into this. So we have an identity, we are not everything, but if you get into this range, then this is our territory. This might be somebody's territory, on the ground might be somebody's territory, but this is our territory. So unless we expert in our territory, we really don't know ourselves. We can go learning the long, the groundwork, but we don't know ourselves. So we keeping get taken down, we keeping get hit. Because we don't know what is our specialty. Okay? So I hope that Wing Chunner know this. Okay? And again, Wing Chun is sticking body short strike, my son twin tie. Narrow bridge and narrow stand or footwork. Okay, so Zatma actually meaning narrow stance, actually is not stand. Even the footwork is narrow. Why stand it to be narrow? Because it has to be agile, lively. Okay, so it becomes play here. Okay, so this is in the middle range of between the long and between the ground. Okay, so this is how Wing Chun play. Wing Chun have is area of expertise, and it is a domain. Okay. Now, the last thing people ask me about the Bruce Lee's art. Bruce Lee is not doing Wing Chun. Why? I tell you why. Here we can know for sure today we can settle this case. Wing Chun call his art Jet Kune Do. Jet is intercept. Wing Chun is receive. Lai Lao Hui Song. And if you look at Yipman's interview 1972, is receiving. Han Bong Fu is receiving. So Bruce Lee art is intercept art, Wing Chun art is a receiving art. Okay. Now I'm not saying that who is good, who is bad. No. If you want to learn Wing Chun, if you want to learn Wing Chun, then learn it properly. It's a receiving art. If you want to learn Jet Kune Do, then you learn it properly. It's Jet Kune Do, because remember, when it is a different type of art, the momentum characteristic will be different, the mechanics will be different. So what I'm saying here, I clarify here for you guys who ask me, is because only we clear with what we are studying, we will be able to study things properly. There's nothing wrong with learning Western boxing. Nothing wrong with learning Tai Chi. Nothing wrong with learning BJJ. In fact, everybody want to learn more as much as possible. Even Chi Chi Guang time 1560, he said that learn everything. There's no such thing as you just do one thing. But we need to expert in what we are doing. Otherwise, we don't have the edge for competitions. So this is for you today. Hopefully this video today can solve your issue. Okay? And as you can go back, check all my OS10 video, which is starting 2017, is OS10. Everybody can jump into the OS10 upgrade. So OS10 is include the sticking body, short strike, and the 613.3. Okay? So this is for you today.